Hello, and welcome to the Beacon of Light service writing services. And today we're going to kind of understand what is a line copy edit. What does that mean? Why do I need it? Well, we're going to show you. Okay, so a line edit are for things like this: your flow of your content. Is it jumping all over the place? Is it staying in line? What's happening? Your style. Is it changing back and forth where it feels like a lot of maybe writers are jumping into what it is you're writing? You have different styles that are happening there. Not great. This is what a line editor will look for. Pacing challenges. Do we have this long stretch of a buildup and then the buildup comes and it's like blip? What's happening? Are there some slow pieces? Is it too crammed and fast? What's going on? Another one is an overuse of words or phrases, right? Maybe you have a favorite phrase, like light, and you have light, 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 light in every other sentence. Maybe it's a little overused. I'm not saying that I do that or anything. Next thing is repetition. So you make the same point over and over again that kind of belabors the reader, or do you use certain phrases again and again and again? Those are the things that we're going to look for. Another thing are wordy, like you try to go super fancy, like you swallowed the thesaurus. It's good to have a few different things, but if it's too much, your reader starts to get bogged down into the language and stops the flow of the story. Another one are complex grammar issues. There can be a lot, right? Anytime we're adding all of these different types of punctuation, grammatical styles, a lot of different things that can blend because we've got those short things when we text out email kind of language, then we have written story language. So there's some complex grammar things happening, and we might just have really bad habits. So we'll work on that. The next are off topic narratives. Unless you have pointed them out as a for sure aside and you keep that consistent, great. If that's not really happening, let's just delete those. Okay, now we're going to talk about the second part, which is a copy edit. This will feel similar to a proofread, but here we go. So, again, we're going to look at some grammar. That's important. Punctuation. And then we're going to fast check your quotes, right? If you say that Benjamin Franklin said this and he really didn't, that's going to mislead your readers, right? So that's important to check. And also identifying the references. You might quote something, and in the back, when we look at our notes in chapter 8, you might have one, two, three, but you had a few more and they're not there. What do we do? Make sure you check your references. This is all to vet you as a writer, right? And that's the point. We want to have your manuscript as clean as possible. Nothing will ever be perfect because people are touching it and we are not perfect. So we want it as clean as possible, ready for that publishing place for you, wherever you decide that will be. So this is really an exciting time to understand what your information is all about. We Our third thing that I want to tell you about is that going through two different passes. So that first pass is kind of like a big cleaning machine where it overhauls a lot of things. Like you're just editing out, cleaning up. Then you got to let it rest for at least a day, 2 days. Let it rest there. And then we're going to go through it another pass. With that two clean pass, again, you're going to get a nice clean manuscript. Not absolute perfection because people make mistakes, but wow, so much easier, so much better. And the readability, that's what we're going for. We want your readership to flow with the story, the key points, the impact, whatever your message is. And so for a two pass, that really, really helps. So those are the three things that we're going to do when we do our line and copy edit. First off, with all of our line stuff, get all of the structure and the flow correct. The second, With the copy, make sure that the grammar punctuation is dead on. And our third is going through it 2 passes. That first pass, kind of that overhaul. Second pass should tidy it all up. And that's everything for that. So click the link below, above, to the side of me, wherever it is. And if you need that line and copy edit, come on in to the Beacon of Light Writing Services and let's help you today.